Hey, what's happening to the music? Hi, we back. I know y'all been like dying to see us, man. I seen the chat and they're like, man, where are these guys at? And what
Yeah.
is this one here?
Now
So
their day is complete. They've
great
seen us.
truck deliveries and all this other stuff and but we are here. Thank you. We know you missed us. Thank you. Right.
It's nice to feel wanted and hated at the same time.
Exactly. I think they wanted us just to show us the hate, really.
Yeah.
They're tired of holding this back and they just wanted to vent it out because of their mental health, right?
Yeah.
Like that's that's a little pre-show moment there. But
Inside baseball.
now the big question in the chat right now is where's Bum? Mark, do you want to explain?
Who's Bum?
Yeah, who is this guy?
Bum who?
Yeah, we don't talk about people that are no longer employed here anymore.
Yeah.
You know, that's company policy. That number one. Hey, once you are terminated or you leave for any
once you leave the family, that's it. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
You never leave the family. Never leave the family. Never talk about.
Yeah. Bum is on a mission, a secret mission tonight.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, Tom. Any words on Bum and his current absence?
He's doing extra research this week.
Yeah.
He'll come back next week.
Come back bigger and stronger than ever.
Well,
yeah.
2 weeks from now.
Okay. Even more. He's gonna be like Steve Austin. $6 million bum.
Yeah.
Rebuild him. Bigger, stronger, faster.
Will he be like the Bionic Man?
He was the Bionic Man, yeah.
Or will he be like the Bionic Woman?
That can happen in 3 weeks. Yeah. We'll just have to see what they come back as.
Do you think will he come back with painted hair? Will he actually dye the hair? Did the jokes about or the conversations about his salt and pepperness?
Did Umi get to him? I don't know.
I don't know. It was still on his mind, you know. Maybe that's what happened. You know, he's looking for the right hat, or beanie. Maybe he comes with a wig. You know, he's trying to. So he's busy right now. He's
busy.
He's doing things. So he will no Bum today. So no malt liquor report for 3 weeks, including now, because there's
no man
malt liquor report. So
I can report that malt liquor is still being drank somewhere.
Yeah. Oh, to somebody's heart. Yeah. Oh, dear God. Yeah, that's. We need to hear Iron Mike's opinion about that.
I wish one of your guys had children, if I could kick them in their fucking head or stomp on their testicles, so you could feel my pain, because that's the pain I have waking up every day.
Yeah, that's the pain I have. And what beer are you drinking, Mark, to kind of help you get over such pain?
Oh man, glad you asked, Joe. So this week we sent the boss on a special cross-country beer hunt.
All right, good.
He found something all the way across the country, and it's from a brewery called Shush Boom Brewing.
Man, it is not focusing on that.
No, it's not. Yeah, I think they ought to put
your hand behind it.
Yeah.
Put it behind it.
Yeah, it's not.
Sometimes it helps my camera.
Yeah, there. Shush Bomb Brewing out of Reno, Nevada.
How do you spell Shush Bomb?
SCHUSSBOOM.
Okay.
What a name, huh?
The beer is Reno 911. Remember that show?
Oh yeah, I love that.
Was that Comedy Network back in the day?
Yeah. Comedy Central. Yeah. No, it's Comedy Central, right?
Yeah. So it's a hazy IPA. She purchased it at the brewery. She went there a couple nights ago, and she said it was really good. So 7%. Yep. You got 4. Oh, I'm in Tom territory. Look at that, Tom. 4.09.
Nice. Are you guys seeing it just as a
Yeah.
white screen, or is it?
No, I see it.
It's white on the
on
black
chat.
background. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, because on my end, the screen looks pink for some reason.
Okay. No, it's
right.
white on a black background.
As long as it's showing fine over there. Okay.
Yeah.
So you got 72 total, 65 in the last 30 days.
Yeah.
18 in the last 30 days, 65 uniques. 7% ABV, 40 IBUs, and 4.09 bottle cap rating.
Yeah.
Seems fresh too.
Yeah.
Not many people had it.
Yeah, it is pretty fresh. I don't know. She got it on tap and then picked up this and a few others on a to go, like a 6-pack, build your own 6-pack, and brought it back. But yeah, it is really, really tasty, nice and hazy, and very very fruity, pineapple and all those tropical fruits. So good choice, boss.
So it says here in the description, what was Terry doing in the produce section of the Piggly Wiggly? The area with fruits and vegetables. He was trying fruit on notes of pineapple, peach, and mango from New Zealand. What is that? Superdelic?
Superdelic, yeah.
It's like all these different hops, man.
Cryo and crush hops.
What he said.
Never heard of crush.
Go. Yeah. So, are you getting those flavors? Are you getting those notes?
There is a lot of like pineapple, mango. Not much pine at all. It's all that real tropical fruit. It looks at that glass, and that's a nice glass there. She should have one of those. But no, I mean it looks like juice. I mean it's hazy. I mean really, really hazy. So. Good stuff. Very good stuff. So yeah, she got a few others. So I might have a couple more in future shows. But if it lasts that long, I don't know.
And you said she got a 6-pack or 4-pack?
Yeah, she got like a mixed pack. She got 6 or 7 beers. Yeah, a few 12 ounces and a few 16 ounces. So her bag was extra heavy when she came back.
Extra heavy. Hell yeah, that's good. Good thing. That's a good deal. That's a good deal. And Coach, what are you having, my friend? Tom he's drinking.
Yeah, I can't.
Finest right now. So
yeah.
So I'm just, if I knew Bum wasn't going to be here, I actually would have grabbed some malt liquor just to hold the fort down. I'm just having some Miller Lite. But the star of the show tonight, the drunk snacks are going to be the Vlasic pickle balls.
Ooh.
Oh wow, pickle ball.
Is that like Cheeto, puff balls with pickles? Oh
yeah, we got them at Costco earlier today.
Ooh.
So I'm going to wait to open up this snack. But
is it Vlasic that makes them? Does Vlasic make them? Who is it like contract? It's like a big brand.
Conagra out of Chicago.
Oh,
yeah,
that's cool.
The chat wants me to eat a salad. I'm not going to eat a salad. I'm going to.
This is close. Pickles are salad and salads sometimes.
I'm going to get fatter with beer and pickle bowls, and I don't give a damn. So
that's going to be a volcano in your stomach.
Yeah, a lot of salt, I imagine. But
are you going to eat them now, or are you just?
I think I might wait a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll wait to eat the pickle balls.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with that in mind, let me see here. You've got Reese's, right? That released a PB and J.
I think Tom found that, didn't you?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, you've got Reese's that released a new PB and J peanut butter cup. And so, Tom, what did you think about this? You tried it. Are you seeing this normal? I just wanted to make sure because I'm not.
I'll be honest with you. It was kind of underwhelming a little bit. I thought it would be a better match than it was.
So it doesn't look like this picture.
No, it does. But I got the big cup ones.
Okay.
They must sell in the smaller.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I don't know. It just didn't. I felt like maybe grape jelly would have been better with it.
Well, they do have both.
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, the strawberry jelly was. I don't know. It just didn't work.
Oh.
At least for me. But it's worth trying. It's a good concept though, because you would think peanut butter and jelly would be a match made in heaven. But for some reason, I don't know. Maybe I ate something before it and my taste bud. Oh, I had Chipotle before, so maybe my taste buds were kind of like.
Oh yeah, Chipotle. Chipotle will definitely.
Yeah.
Oh my God, hell yeah.
So maybe it's not a good review then. I might have to go back on it with a clean palate.
Yeah, with a clean palate.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Now, some of the reviews I saw. So your opinion is a lot like what I saw on YouTube.
Yeah.
There was people that were definitely mixed. Some people tried both flavors. And as a matter of fact, Coach was just at Costco. Costco supposedly has the pack because they are selling a big pack of them at Costco with both flavors. And I think they're the big cups. So I want to say $15.99, $14.99 for 16 or so, something like that. Don't quote me, but it, somewhere not, but a big pack of them is in, and I've heard that's the place to get them. also, apparently one of the big food fads right now are the Rice Krispie treat sandwiches, ice cream sandwiches. Have you been hearing about these?
That sounds bomb, dude.
Hell yeah.
That sounds so good.
Some people are trying to get them at Walmart and places like that. Let me see if I can pull up. Yeah, here we go. You've got apparently if you go to your Walmart, they're out of them. My sister was mentioning this to me, and so I tried looking them up and could not find them. That's the ice cream. And then
that's something you can make yourself though, pretty easily.
Obviously, you can make them yourself, but people are looking for the triple chocolate, the strawberry, and the original. And so again, one of those deals where if you can find them, the big thing is trying to find them. They come in a 3-pack, and they're the hot TikTok thing right now, apparently. So I don't know.
Oh, it'd be good, Joe. You make your own Rice Krispies, right? And you make the sandwich, and then you dip the whole thing in chocolate, and then you throw it in the freezer. Oh man.
What do you think about this? Blueberry, butter, maple, and chocolate chip Eggo ice cream.
It's a lot.
What do you think about that? Oh, wait.
Eggo. So they have chunks of Eggo waffles in the ice cream, or what's the deal?
Yeah, I guess so.
Instead of cookie dough, it's Eggo waffles.
I guess so.
Probably, yeah.
I'm just seeing this part as well, and then Eggo ice cream sandwich.
Oh my God, they're really pulling out all the tricks, huh? What do we do next?
Hey, if any way they can get some more corn fructose syrup in your mouth, they're going.
Yeah.
High fructose corn syrup, however you say it.
The good stuff. Yeah.
The good stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Keeps you going.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not ultra processed, not at all.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, what?
It's from corn.
Processed?
Yeah.
Sort of. It's like the McRib. Sort of. What? It's from corn, sort of.
Look, it's one of them situations where if you gotta ask, you can't afford it. Right? Like, is there chemicals in here? Look, are you asking? Right? I mean, don't ask stupid questions like that.
Yeah.
Just pay money for it and shove them in your mouth, would you? Get this with, would you? Come on, right? Coach, what do you think? Do you think the girls are going to want some of these ice cream treats?
100%. 100%. Yeah. In this house, all we buy is cookie dough ice cream, and I don't mind cookie dough, but it's definitely not up there. Like, give
It
me
gets
some.
old.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's too much. Give me some Moose Tracks, Rocky Road, or I'll just take plain vanilla. To be honest.
Ooh. Oh, nice cookies and cream. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that or mint chocolate chips, a classic. But
Yeah.
yeah, in this house, it's straight up cookie dough, cookie dough, cookie dough. I'm like, okay,
Mm.
I'm done with the cookie dough.
Coach, maybe even like a butter pecan, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Butter pecan. I haven't had butter pecan in a while.
How about Neapolitan? Neapolitan's good.
That's great.
It's a classic. You can't go wrong. You know what I mean? You're getting the triple three there.
Yeah. Triple threat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my next my next beer will be this Alhambra right here that I've got on the screen. And for those of you that aren't picking up, we're gonna go beer heavy on this show. Beer heavy, snacks,
Yeah.
and that sort of thing. I like it. Vega's like ice cream again, really?
Oh, this is ice cream season too. All the shops are starting to open up in my area. It's getting nice out. Yeah. Ice cream season.
You know? I mean,
damn you, bum. Damn you, bum. I would have had malt liquor just to kind of calm the storm a little bit there, but now bum's adding to those tornadoes going on. So
yeah, I'm trying to. I can't quite read this bottle. This is the
Alhambra.
Yeah, this is the Reserva.
I like those glasses.
Sleek. It just says the Reserva, 7.2% ABV. I do have a glass, but I'm not seeing it here. Come on. I was hoping it would, show.
Oh, it's right there. The Reserva Roja.
Roja, probably. Yep. This is it. Okay,
nice.
So 31,000 total. 200. Well, basically 300 in the last 30. None by me, but this is the last of my 6-pack that I had, so I just haven't posted it, I suppose. This is all in Spanish. I can't read Spanish, but 7.2%, 15 IBUs, 3.48 bottle cap rating. Classified as a Bock. I'll show you photos of it before I pour it. It's a darn good beer. You know what I'm saying? It's smooth and everything.
Yeah, it looks good.
But we'll get to it here. Let me see. Let me get my. Oh, and here's a look at the cap for all those that care. That's how long it's been since I bought it. The date on the bottle is 4/25/20.
Whoa.
So
got a little bit of age to it.
It's only 5 years after a day.
Yeah. That's not bad for a 7-point-something% beer.
Yeah.
No smoke out of that. And here's the underneath of the cap. A little bubbly, but not bad at all. You might be able to see that. Maybe not.
Not bad for Arizona.
But yeah, not bad for keeping a beer in Arizona. Here we go. We're pouring it. No funny business happening in there. I'm not going to pour the bottom because I can't quite see it. So I don't want floaties or anything right off the bat. Let me give it the old tappa. There we go. Clear that bad boy up a little bit. It's starting to turn into a little bit of a malt bomb, honestly. I kind of didn't expect that. Kind of getting that.
Now, was it temperature controlled storage or not?
No, it was inside this one was actually in the house. In the refrigerator for quite a while as well. So spent a few years in the fridge.
All right, yeah. The question is, where did it go from 20 when you bought it? Was it in the fridge right after you bought it or not?
No, it was in the pantry.
Okay. All right.
Oh, we got Nemo in the house. What is he saying here? We got Ancient Ales with Jody.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me put a link in the chat in case anybody might want to jump in here and add something instead of just commenting. They can jump in here and show their face or not. You could actually turn your camera off and just voice it if you want, like Coach.
I'm going to hide behind my camera.
It's still pretty smooth. It's still pretty smooth. I don't think that violates any of the malt liquor community's rules either if they just hide the camera, right? I also have another treat if you'll indulge me. I have another one that I think some folks will like because Bum was reporting a lot of stuff and we haven't been hearing anything new in this category for a while. So this will be a new product here. Let's see. Let me pull up some images here. Here we go. Yeah, this is one. So I have got this right here. I've got some of Frank's Red Hot Squeeze Honey.
So is it like ketchup consistency then?
No, I'll show you right now. I've got it. So let me do this with my screen. So this is the actual bottle. You can see we've consumed a little bit of it here. It's a plastic bottle that just looks like their glass bottle. Plastic bottle. I love the lid on this thing. Look at that. I really like that lid.
The chairman's gonna love that.
Oh man, I'm surprised one of them hasn't had this on here. You've got that slight vinegary hot sauce that you're used to with Frank's, but with that mixture of hot honey. Oh man, it's got that little bit of sweetness and that heat that is just right. I want to see them. This one, as you can see, there's the thermometer on the side that says medium.
Yeah.
I want to see an extra hot because I like hot foods, but this has got really good flavor. I think the medium will hit a lot of people just right. Man, I've had it already on some chicken. I've had it on pulled pork. I've had it on pork ribs. Of course, you named the barbecue. I've had it on it already. Oh, stuff is flipping great. I even had it on a salad. Put some ranch dressing on the salad, and then because of the way this nozzle is, it lets you pour it real thin. See how that nice tip is? And do you see the consistency of it, Mark? It's a little thick, but not too thick.
Okay, so it's not it's like between hot sauce and ketchup then. So
yeah.
You can make a michelada out of that, Joe.
Yes, you probably could if that's your thing. I'm not a michelada guy, but
me neither. It's more like a little meal in a can.
Yeah. It's like a Bloody Mary. It's like
yeah.
I'm not a Bloody Mary guy. I'm not a tomato in my beer guy.
Yeah.
Hey, a lot of people are. They're popular as all hell. I'm not.
We don't freak here.
Timo's got it right. Hot honey. Now I have not had this on pizza yet, but I'm trying to get to that. I will get to that. All I'm saying is this is a good idea, man. This is a good product. If you find it at your local Walmart, get some. Pretty good.
A local spot, I tried the hot honey jalapeno and pineapple. It was good. It's good stuff.
Yeah, that I definitely recommend that product. I don't know, out of 5, I'd give it a solid 4.5. It's pretty good.
Oh yeah,
it's pretty good. And you get that nice Frank's, vinegar, hot sauce smell, and then that hot honey taste, that sweetness, and it's a darn match made in heaven right there. It's pretty good.
Vega disagrees. Honey or pineapple on a pizza is a capital offense.
Yeah, but hot sauce ain't in this.
No, hot sauce on pizza is. Yeah.
This sneaks in the back door, which I know Vega likes.
Yeah.
No,
it's good to see Vega in the chat. I thought he might have got Wizard of Oz tonight with all those tornadoes that went through his area.
Yeah.
So it's good to see him in the chat. Hopefully, I don't get Wizard of Oz tonight.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, you're wearing an ATL Atlanta shirt. Is that representing anything there, Mark?
It was a fun run I did a few years ago. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, my fun runs are watching you run. That's my fun run. And cheering you on. I'm your support system, right? Like that in the background. Oh yeah, go, right?
This might be the last time you see me in this shirt because we could get Wizard of Oz tonight with the tornadoes coming. So,
well, at least we have it on video. We can say, oh,
yep. Posterity's sake. Yeah,
that's good. We should put you big, Mark, that way in case. In case.
Bye, everybody. It's been good knowing you. By the tornado.
We can relabel it, and we could play some, sad music, and something.
Have a wake for me or something.
Something with the trumpet or like an acoustic guitar.
No, we could do.
Let's go with a high gain Strat, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. All right. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
What if we had the
or
opera?
Les Paul. You're the one. Yeah.
The opera can go there.
Yeah.
The opera can pull up.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can maybe have a special opera event.
Yeah.
You can throw my body off the balcony onto the crowd below. Good for you, Vega. I hope we don't get anything as well.
Yeah. So when did that happen?
What?
The tornado.
Well, tornadoes they're going through Alabama now, and so they went through western Tennessee a few hours ago. So
damn.
So he said he got nothing. We're supposed to get, if we get anything, it's probably gonna be like midnight to 2 a.m. our time.
Now, do they play the horns in the streets?
They will, yeah.
They go off.
We're under a tornado watch for the Atlanta area, so
that must be scary.
This is our severe weather season. Yep, Neckbone's right. I am drinking Fiber One. More fiber, the better.
Yeah, Metamucil.
That's right.
So here we go with some beer trends that might be on their way up in beer for 2025, going into 26 and beyond. Flash brewing kits. Have you heard of this? Is this anything you're familiar with? So essentially what it is taking a big jug. You might see the kits down here. You take a big jug, like, okay, so here's a decent little starter kit. And oh, come on, man. What the hell are you doing?
Looks like Breaking Bad for a second.
I know. You know how they have all these pop.
You're right, Nemo. I could probably outrun a tornado.
Super annoying. So you take a big jug like this, and then you essentially have all these packets, and you just open it, you pour all these ingredients in. You don't even mix it. You just pour them in, and then in a matter of a few days, beer happens.
You don't even have a boil?
You don't do anything.
What?
You don't do anything.
So you just mix it together and let the fermentation happen.
You don't even mix it. You literally pour it in, and that's it. It's wild. Let me go back to
that. It may be beer, but I don't. What's it going to taste like? I don't know.
Shit.
Yeah.
It might not be horrible. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, they're selling them, so I mean, I hope it's something.
It tastes better than malt liquor. So, I mean,
in prison, they call that Pruno.
Yeah.
Pruno?
So let me show one of these shorts or something. Was it any good? Flash Brewing. So let's see.
I've been itching
to make. How good are these Flash Brewing kits from More Beer? Well, about 3 weeks ago, I took the 10 minutes to make the Citrus Session Pale Ale. Yeah, you heard me right. It only took about 10 minutes to make this beer. And I gotta admit, I was super skeptical. I've tried a lot of these gimmicky all-in-one systems, and the beer is always just, not worth it in my opinion. So I wasn't expecting much from a kit where you don't even have to heat anything up. Well, today's the day I get to try it out. In my last video, I bottled a few up, and those are still conditioning, but I put the rest in a keg so I could get to drinking it. Here we go. First taste. Yeah, honestly, I don't know if I would be able to tell the difference between this and something that was all grain or even that I bought at a brewery. Wow. That's really surprising. Really surprising. Good citrus hop flavor, a nice little bite there. I'm assuming that's from that hop bite, that like the IBU extract that you put in there. I think honestly, the only thing that might give it away is the body is really light. But honestly, I mean, it's still kind of warm here in California, and this is really refreshing. This is going to go down super easy. I'm almost shocked, honestly, that it could be that good. I have tried other kits in the past. I have tried, like extract brewing, and then other kits that come in like an all-in-one thing that they're like, oh, beginner friendly. And I'm always just kind of like, meh, it's not that great. This is really good. I would have no problem telling people that I made it myself and having people come over and drink it. I don't think anyone's going to know. It's good. Do I consider this brewing at the end of the day? No, I don't. I consider it mixing and fermenting. But this might just be what somebody needs to like get started in the hobby. Shout out to More Beer. And honestly, if you are interested in checking it out for yourself, if you don't believe me, go buy one. Go buy one and try it for yourself because I think you will be pleasantly surprised. This is really good. If you're interested in picking one up, I do have a link on my channel page.
Okay, so like let's see if we can find another quick one on
That's pretty cool though.
on this Flash Brewing. Let's see what this guy thinks out of Fort Collins, Colorado. 62 views here.
Cheers, you guys. I am drinking the West Coast IPA by Green Flash Brewing out of Fort Collins, Colorado.
God.
Yeah, that's what I thought when you originally said that.
Flash, yeah.
But
how much do they cost?
Well, so here are the kits again, and they're not too bad. 109 to 120. So on the high side, $125. Free shipping on orders over $59. You can order a session, a blonde, a Cali Pale, or Bud's Pale. So
that's kind of pricey, though. Well, at least to me,
you get a plastic bucket.
Makes 5 gallons.
It's like an $80 bucket.
Yeah.
Makes 5 gallons. What do you think?
Well, I imagine they let you buy things separately if you want without the bucket. I'd imagine.
Yeah, that looks like the whole kit, like going from zero to beer in like 2 days.
Yeah.
It
includes a 7-gallon fermenter and a spigot,
airlock and stopper,
a Furmonster fermenter,
bottle filler and tubing, fermenter, lid opener, starter, and your choice.
Okay, so the fermenter is okay. So yeah, so like $25 for plastic and then $100 for the flash beer. But yeah, that's a pretty good deal.
I think it's not bad.
I wonder how much, like, once you get that, how much are the kits, right? If you have all the equipment, that would be the thing to see how much they charge for just like, if you want to make like an IPA or something, just a kit.
Is the whole thing just around the yeast?
Let's see. So here's just the kit, Mark.
$50. Okay.
For
5 gallons.
So here you go.
That's not bad.
Okay. Here you go. Another,
So 5 gallons is basically what, 2 cases of beer? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, that's.
And you literally don't mix it or anything.
Yeah, Just pour it all together, put it in the fermenter, and let it go, huh?
Yeah, and let it go. Let's see what this video does.
This is a flash brewing beer kit, a new way to make.
Let me put it on YouTube here so we can see it bigger.
New way to make beer at home. A traditional brew day can take anywhere from 3 to 5 hours, but with flash brewing, you can be done in just 10 minutes. This is possible because it doesn't require any boiling or cooling. It's perfect for new brewers or those looking to get back into the hobby that are short on time and space, and everyone in between. If you're a home brewer already, you have everything you need to make a flash brewing kit. If you're just getting started though, we sell a flash brewing equipment kit. It's got your fermenter, your racking cane, and your tubing, everything you need to do your first flash brew. In this demonstration, I'm gonna be brewing the Citrus Session Pale Ale, but there's a ton of different recipes and styles for you to choose from. The flash brewing recipe kit includes 5 pounds of flash malt, 2 types of hops. First is cryo hops, which is gonna impart aroma and flavor. But since we're not boiling, it includes a hop bite shot, which is going to allow you to get bitterness and BUs without boiling.
Now, with that in mind, this is another trend in beer. These little, what would you call them, Mark? Adjuncts or something? Like,
it's like hop concentrate oil. I mean, yeah, that type of thing. Yeah,
that's another trend in beer, and I hesitate to call it a trend because that's the way things are going. Like these concentrated little, I don't know, like it looks there, like an injection to add a more intense flavor into beers, you know?
Yeah.
It also includes flash yeast, which kicks off and ferments really fast and also has a wide temperature range and creates a clean, enjoyable beer. So let's get into brew day. Before we get started, we're gonna need water. So we're gonna need 5 gallons of good tasting water. So if you like the water at your house, that's great to use, or you can go to the store and pick up reverse osmosis or distilled water, etc. So the first thing we're gonna need to do is sanitize our fermenter. So we're gonna add 1 teaspoon of Star San to 1 gallon of water. Go ahead and mix that in, make sure it touches everything. We're gonna need at least 2 minutes of contact time. So make sure that contacts everything. Do not fear the foam. The foam is good. That means it's doing its job. Next thing we're gonna do is go ahead and open the spigot and collect that into a pot or something you have, sanitize the spigot, and then we're gonna use that to sanitize our other equipment we're gonna use later. Throw in your lid, your airlock, your stopper, and also a pair of scissors because we're gonna use that to open all our ingredients. Now we're gonna add 3 gallons of water to our fermenter, and we're gonna add the rest later on. The reason we're gonna add that later is to help mix everything up. All right, the next thing we're gonna do is add the ingredients. So go ahead and use those scissors to open up any packaging, add them to the fermenter one at a time. The order does not matter. You actually don't need to mix it all up. We're gonna add the water, that's gonna agitate it. And then during fermentation, that convection is also gonna mix it up as well. That's the magic of flash brewing. It's just that easy. Now that all our ingredients in the fermenter, go ahead and add those last 2 gallons. It's gonna help mix everything up and get your starting base ready to ferment. All right, now we're gonna seal everything up. So go ahead and add your lid, make sure it's on there nice and tight. You're gonna add your stopper and then your airlock. In the 3-piece airlock, there's a little line on there. We wanna make sure we add water or sanitizer up to that line. And just like that, your beer is ready to start fermenting. We're gonna wanna store our fermenter at a place that's not gonna be disturbed and keep it at room temperature. The yeast that comes in these kits puts the flash in flash brewing. It's gonna kick off right away and finish a lot faster than you might be used to. But if you've never fermented before, these are the signs you're gonna look for. You're gonna see activity in the airlock, gas coming out. You're gonna see a krausen, kind of a foamy activity on the top. That means everything's working and your beer is on its way. If you don't see any activity in the airlock after a couple hours, just make sure everything's tight. We don't want any gas escaping anywhere other than through that airlock. Total fermentation time takes about 10 to 14 days. So make sure you let it sit, go through its conditioning. It allows all those flavors to develop and create a delicious beer. When the airlock shows no activity for 24 hours, you're done and ready to move on to the next step. You're gonna notice all the yeast start to settle out and you're gonna see a nice layer of yeast at the bottom of the fermenter. Once fermentation is done, it's now time to package our beer. You can either bottle or keg your beer. In this demonstration, we're going to be bottling our beer. But the first thing we're going to want to do is move that fermenter to a countertop in your kitchen or a table and put it kind of towards the edge. And we're going to want to let it sit for at least 4 hours to allow anything to settle out that might have got jostled in the moving. Then we're ready to start bottling our beer and get it ready to enjoy. We're going to be using Pop Tops bottles. We're also going to need some more sanitizer because we want to sanitize the bottles, tubing, and a bottling wand. So the first step is to sanitize everything. We're going to use 1 teaspoon of sanitizer to 1 gallon of water. Go ahead and mix that up in a pot or anything like that. Then we're going to want to dunk each bottle in and then also put in the tubing and the bottling wand. So we're going to make sure everything's sanitized before putting our finished beer into it. Just like in the beginning, make sure we get at least 2 minutes of contact time on those bottles and anything we're going to use to bottle our beer. Make sure you get all the liquid out of there, but you do not need to get all the foam out of there. That's okay. Don't fear the foam. Now that everything's sanitized, we're going to go ahead and take our tubing and our bottling wand out of the sanitizer. First thing we'll hook up is the tubing up to the spigot and then the bottling wand up to the tubing. Open the spigot on the fermenter. That's going to allow liquid to start to fill the line. And then we're ready to fill our first bottle. So using the bottling wand, you're going to want to fill it, make sure the liquid goes all the way to the top, because as we pull out that wand, the liquid that it displaced will come out. So you'll have an amount of headroom in there for it to go ahead and carbonate. So again, just let the liquid come up to the top, then pull it out and move on to the next bottle. To carbonate our beer, we're going to use pop shots. We're going to add 4 tablets per bottle, and that's going to go ahead and carbonate our beer. Once we've added our pop shots, go ahead and secure the bottles. These are the flip top bottles, so it's easy to just close it on up. Then we're going to let the bottles sit for 1 to 2 weeks at room temperature. We want a secondary fermentation, and that's going to create the carbonation for our beer.
3 weeks already.
After 1 to 2 weeks, we're going to test the carbonation level. So what we're going to do is take one of those bottles, pop it in the fridge for at least 24 hours, then pull it out and go ahead and open it. If the beer is beautifully carbonated, the rest are ready to move to the refrigerator. If not, let it sit a little longer and do that same process again. So that's flash brewing. It's a quick and easy way to make beer at home.
I don't know about quick.
No, I mean, it's still the only thing that saves you
available now at more
time. Yeah.
But the brewing, that's the fun part, the brewing day.
Yeah.
It's the best part.
I mean, for this, yeah. Well, that's why I stopped home brewing, because when craft beer got popular, I can get just as tasty beer just going to the store without spending 5 or 6 hours fearing the foam and all that shit. Yeah.
So what do you think about flash brewing from the little bit we've seen? Mark, any opinions?
Jesus Christ.
I don't know. You maybe I think you get a better beer with the vaginal yeast. I think really at the end of the day. No. I don't know. You save an hour or two at the beginning, but I don't think the beer may taste okay, but you still got to wait 2 weeks for it to ferment. You still got to do all the sanitizing. You still got to do all that.
Yeah.
Just make the damn beer.
Yeah, it's not the 10-minute solution.
No, it's not beer in 10 minutes. You make a liquid that you pour into the fermenter in 10 minutes, and then you have to still wait 2 to 3 weeks. So,
yeah,
it's beer for the TikTok generation. How about that?
Any opinions on this?
I'd rather just learn how to brew my own beer instead of just, I don't know. But like they said, it's an introduction to beer, to brewing beer, but I don't know. It is a good introduction to learn how to sanitize and the whole 9 yards and like knowing what you're supposed to do with like the small things, but I would rather just brew my own beer.
Coach, I don't know if you've brewed beer. I have not. I've been hand in hand while my neighbor used to brew beer quite a bit, but I don't know if you've brewed beer, if this would get you into brewing beer. What are your thoughts?
So the process took a lot longer than I thought, which is fine, but I'm a person of convenience. If it's more convenient for me, I'm just going to go to the store. I know it sounds crappy, but I mean, if I had extra time and I was kind of bored, because there's a few things I've always wanted to do. That's kind of one of them, but it doesn't spark enough interest in me. Now, if my buddy made it, I'd go over there and watch and check it out and definitely try it. But that's not me.
It's funny because that's exactly how I was. My neighbor Scott was crazy about home brewing, and he would make a mini keg, the soda kegs, Well, those are still 5 gallons, aren't they, Mark?
Yeah, like the soda kegs, yeah.
And he would have 2 or 3 of those on hand quite a bit.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I think it made a lot more sense up until about 10 years ago, I think, because then you got good craft beer almost everywhere. Unless you're totally into it, let's be honest, unless you're really into it, you can get better beer going to the store than you can brew on your own, you know.
Unless you're like who was our dear friend from Florida that was pretty adamant about adjuncts and all that
Oh
stuff.
yeah. I mean that's the thing. If you really want to go all in on it and do the all grain, make your own mash and all that, I mean, yeah. Then you're spending like 15 or 20 hours for 5 gallons of beer. I can drink 5 gallons of beer in 15 or 20 hours. You know,
Zimmerman said the same thing. Yeah, I'm lazy. Yeah. Why go through all the hassle and save my ass some time? So, yeah, lazy it is, but it's just yeah, whatever.
And just like the person that posted that comment, I'm sure.
Right. As these guys are sitting on their couch, just like me, watching the show.
Mm-hmm.
So get the hell out of here.
Yeah. So it's for me, I wouldn't buy one. I've never, with my own 2 hands, brewed beer. But again, I must have been with Scott at least a half a dozen times while he brewed it, and helped out a couple little places here and there, but nothing major at all.
Yeah.
Nothing.
I still have some homebrew in the basement back. I can get some of that. That's like 14 years old now.
Look, I used to get asked quite a bit, because people knew I love beer. And I used to get asked quite a bit back in the day. Did I brew beer? Would I brew beer? And all these questions. And I tell them, look, you like Coca-Cola, don't you? Oh, man, love Coca-Cola. You ever wanted to make it? That was before SodaStream and all that. You ever had any desire to make your own soda? Well, then shut up. Hey, I like coffee too. Does anybody go to the level that even I do? I order my green raw beans and I roast them my damn self, and then I grind them and then I drink it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even know many people even go through that much trouble for coffee. And that's about the extent of the trouble I'm going to go through for a beverage that I enjoy. I'd rather just buy the beans roasted or buy the beans ground up, however your preference is, and then consume said product. Right?
I probably brewed since college. I probably brewed a couple 100 gallons of beer over the years, but I haven't brewed beer in like 15 years. Because once craft beer became widely accepted, it's like, okay, it's going to take me 5, 6, 10 hours to do all this. I can make a better use of my time. I can go for a run or that type of thing.
What's funny?
Pencils rather than making my own beer.
We're going to get out of here soon, but what's funny is I do like making a lot of the things I consume, but when it comes to beverages, I do roast my own coffee beans, but as a treat. I don't roast. I might roast once a month.
Okay, so you don't do all your coffee beans. You just do like a once a month, like for a Sunday of once a month or something.
Yeah, like a special treat. I'll roast a certain amount, and it's literally just for me, or and my girl, and we'll enjoy some fresh, which honestly is phenomenal. It's so fantastic. It really is, because it's exactly how you like it, right? But are there other roasts and other beans that I get already made and I grind them up and enjoy them damn near just as much? You bet. And on the beer front, I get quite a bit of barrel aged roasted coffee, and it's phenomenal. It has that hint of whatever barrel they age the beer, whatever barrel they age the beans in. And it's really, really good. Oh my god, it is so good.
Yeah.
So didn't you and Mark do like that slow drip coffee? Like
Mark
you're talking about?
Mark does.
Yeah, I just don't have the patience for
Like
that.
pour over coffee.
Yes.
If you want to take like an extra, really 3 minutes, it makes a huge difference. But
it's a whole different. You know what's amazing about coffee is just a one slight different technique changes the whole profile of that the same coffee bean.
Yeah. A coffee in a Mr. Coffee Maker versus the same amount of coffee that you do your pour over, it's going to be hugely different. Yeah,
it's hugely different.
Have you ever tried you ever seen the Kyoto things? It's the how can I say they put the ice on the top and then they have a little spigot and it goes one drop at a time. And it goes through the coffee and then it goes through like a little swirl and it lands at the bottom. But it's supposed to be the strongest. I've had it a couple times at a place in Newburyport. When I used to work. It's strong, really strong. Like pretty impressively strong.
But one drop at a time, that must take like
hours. It takes forever. Yeah. That's why it was so expensive, but it was so good.
That's an overnight thing.
Yeah.
Because that's before you go to bed and you got a cup of coffee when you wake up in the morning.
That's like cold brew. That's like cold brew.
Yeah.
Cold brew, you just
cold brew is
night, that sort of thing. But it's funny because I like making, if I have sausage, I probably made it. If I have chorizo, I probably made it. A lot of people don't go through all that trouble, but I love making a lot of my own foods. To that point, I don't make tortillas. My girlfriend makes tortillas and she can make them nice and super thin. You can her tortillas, her flour at least, you can scrunch them up like a piece of paper and they'll come right back out.
Yeah.
They're just
yeah, I mean, so there's certain things that you really enjoy. Yeah.
Tortillas are phenomenal. And the flour the corn, and we make our own corn masa. I'm about to buy a flour mill. I'm still researching that. I'm gonna start getting into buying different wheat berries and grinding them down myself and that whole thing because she's had a sourdough starter for a while and there's different products we're playing around with, so we're still always playing around with different things because me and her have a lot of different ideas for different foods we like to serve. But man, just so good. And the same cuts of meat. I love playing around with the same cut of meat with the same wood, just cooked with different techniques, like we were just talking about with the coffee. Same everything, but just a different cooker. So Santa Maria style, or using a Weber in a Santa Maria type style, an open fire, in other words, versus a smoker. Just different ways. Starting certain cuts, trying to mimic Argentinian style, but we don't necessarily have their cuts here. So trying to mimic that with different cuts that we do have here, but mixing our technique, our American smoking technique, with the Argentine technique, smoking and then finishing it on the Argentine style. You know what I'm saying? And giving it a little flame. And
no, the chorizo you made was A+.
You liked
it? Not because it's you, because it had good flavor. It went along with anything you want to cook it with: eggs, tortillas, vegetables. Like it's just great. The chat's got me laughing my ass off. But yeah, so
yeah, they're on it today, man.
Oh man,
but that grain mill would help in grinding up the spices and seasonings that I like to use to the exact size that I want. You know what I'm saying? and saved me quite a bit of money, because anybody that's had to buy a lot of seasonings will realize how expensive they are.
Not cheap at all.
Right.
They're ridiculously expensive. And when you're having to buy them a gallon at a time right now, that's how I buy things. You're like, how much? Excuse me? I just
Yeah, but then on the other hand, then if you don't go through it, then they kind of lose their flavor, right? If you're getting the pre-ground stuff and you don't use it quick enough.
Well, the pre-ground stuff I'll buy already at a particular size that I want. You know what I'm saying? So it's arguable whether or not, they'll call it a mesh, and I'll get my stuff at a particular mesh, and so it's arguable or not whether or not you do actually taste the difference. It's similar to this, Mark, the bottle or the can. If I were to pour these out, it's that kind of debate, really. It's the fact that you saw it, or that you ground it.
Well, like pepper, like always, fresh cracked pepper is always going to be better because the oils are still there, and it's kind of still intact.
Arguably, right? Like it's arguably, because you don't necessarily know how old those corns are, where they came from, versus when you're buying just slightly more in bulk, you have a better idea where they came from.
Winco's all I gotta say.
Winco is amazing,
man. I'll tell you what.
My God.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you can refill your old containers.
Now, we have Wincos here in Phoenix.
Yeah.
There's just not one in my immediate area, which is, that's always a freaking problem, right? You're like, well, but so we'll see. Right. We'll see. Things are a work in progress. My area is one that is still building a lot, still up and coming, still, there's a lot of things coming to my particular area, Phoenix. And
you guys get all the cool stuff out there. We don't got no goddamn Winco out here. We got no Buc-ee's, no Wincos, no.
Because that whole New England area, according to the chairman, is just a shithole.
That's it. Hey, you've heard the chairman report on Boston
Boston and that whole New England area.
But we're the Buc-ee's. They're in the process of building the Buc-ee's. I personally could give a rat's ass about another gas station. You know what I'm saying? So they just announced this last couple days that the Buc-ee's is delayed, and I guess there's people that are waiting for this Buc-ee's. I could give a rat's ass. I'm like, okay, if it was done tomorrow, it might be sometime next year before I ever get to it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
we did Buc-ee's once, and that was it. Yeah.
I'm like, okay. You're talking to somebody that, I've been driving trucks for 30 years, right? What do you do when you drive trucks? You go to an incredible amount of convenience stores / truck stops.
Some of these truck stops have everything.
You live in these places.
Yeah.
Right? If you're over the road driver, you live in these places. You shower there. It's like work, man, to me. You know what I'm saying? To go to another convenience store. So I don't get that, like, oh yeah, this is super cool. Oh, look, they got 200 gas pumps. I could give a damn.
Yeah. Well, that's the whole thing about Buc-ee's is they're not for truckers. They're for cars.
They're not truckers.
They don't even have a spot for trucks. There's no truck size parking spaces. It's all for just regular, regular non-truck driving people. Yeah.
That's surprising.
Nemo's saying Buc-ee's doesn't sell a lot of beer.
Yeah. They sell a crap ton of pulled pork and brisket sandwiches, though. Man.
why does Joe D have a gaming chair? What games is this geezer even playing? Back in the day, okay, I'll go into this a little bit. I'll actually go into this a little bit. So when I first started the YouTube channel, it wasn't long after that I was venturing off. Before I started the Share Beer show, there was a few other little things that I started. One of them is, and it lined up really well. Xbox had just launched the, what do you call it? The Xbox 360. They had just launched the Xbox 360 and were the first ones to do broadband with and have the actual Ethernet port in the back of it.
Yeah.
And where you could get broadband. So if you got a DSL instead of dial-up, that was the big effing crap back then, was from going from dial-up to DSL. You had a dedicated line. You remember that, Mark? And you had you could get 20 megs. It was like, whoa, wow, baby. I mean, what are you going to do with that guy? You're going to get nosebleeds from this kind of internet speed, right? And so I immediately got an Xbox 360. I signed up right away. You can even still see my Xbox account. It's one of the, I've heard that they gave it some, if you signed up in that first year, you have one of these legacy accounts and some kind of fancy label for it or whatever, so that people can see you're one of the OGs. Which is cool in that community. But yeah, I used to game with people that would watch my beer reviews on YouTube. And it was fun. It was a lot of fun. So, but the reason I have this chair, fast forwarding a whole bunch of years, is quite frankly just because I'm a big boy and this was the only chair that would hold my fat ass.
That's the chair that had the weight limit high enough.
And it reclines. I never recline it, but it does.
Oh, look at that.
You should do a show reclined, Joe. I think you should do a whole show reclined on the side. Hey, what's going on, YouTube?
You can look to the side.
You guys might remember a few years back, I hate to even mention this because it could be a trigger. Who knows? I knocking on something here because it could trigger. But the reason I even have this desk is because I have this little back thing that'll pop up from time to time, and I have to stand it. I can't sit. And luckily, I've been again.
I'll knock on wood for you too over here. Jeez.
But I can pull this up and stand. I haven't done that in a long time either. But yeah, I've had this chair for quite a while already. I don't even get people commenting on this chair anymore. But normally Bum is here for this portion of the show, and he takes off a lot of attention, and we're seeing all these idiots' videos, and this is a heavy show with the four of us, and so the chair is getting more attention.
Hey, fun fact, one time I touched the chair. I didn't get to sit in it, but I touched it real quick.
He did. He touched
the chair.
Did you sniff it?
No, it was like, come on, man.
Well, he didn't want to admit that on camera, but
I don't like fermented bologna, Joe. God dang.
Hey, a little fermented bologna in your diet.
He's Italian, so it's probably some pastrami in there.
Yeah,
too,
right?
A
little essence of
like a capicola or something.
Also, what's also trending where it concerns the whole reason we even talk about Reese's on this show is because someone that's not here right now absolutely. Moki, would you settle down? Oh, his mom is not here right now. She's out of the house and he's losing his. Come here. Come on. Come on.
This show's going to the dogs.
Hey.
Oh, there you go. I got a hoodie on.
Oh,
He's
wow.
got
Look
his
at that.
Costco hoodie on, his Kirkland hoodie. So he's trendy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Show him. Look at on camera. Look at that.
Mookie.
You look at. Tell him something. Tell him.
I love
The microphone's
beer.
always right here, but you can't see it. So it's
Smells like bologna.
fermented bologna, right? Yeah. Here, quiet down.
Hey, you want to make him a happy dog? Feed him Brunschweiger. My grandmother only fed her dogs Brunschweiger, and as a child, I had to clean
What
up.
the hell is that?
Oh, it's like
It's a liver
liverwurst.
sausage. Yeah.
Oh,
Like
Liverwurst, right,
Yeah.
Mark?
I've heard that some people. Okay, you feed your dog for a treat those little round cabbage-looking things. What do you call them? The
Brussels sprouts.
Brussels sprouts. Yes.
Mm.
That
Yeah, you watch some people feed their animals. And you're like, wow, they eat better than I do.
Yeah.
Dude, this
Seriously.
dude, are you kidding me? He eats nothing but chicken. This guy eats nothing but chicken. This guy lives in a barbecue house, bro. You kidding me?
Well, what's his problem?
Exactly. Like, he's over there whining at the door, waiting on his mama.
Yeah.
You see some people putting sardines in the dog's food and like all these different things. It's like,
Dude,
holy
this
crap.
dog does not. This dude is he's about as spoiled as Mark's cats. Okay.
Yeah. But Mookie doesn't have a cat tree.
No, he does not. He would love to have a cat tree, probably, but he's it's ridiculous. He has a groomer, and he has to go to the groomer. His appointments are made, months ahead because the groomer is super booked up, and it's
Mookie goes to a celebrity dog groomer, probably.
Yeah.
Thing,
I'm over here sitting here with athlete's foot, scratching my feet, looking at the Share a Beer show.
It's ridiculous with this. You'd sign up. You remember on Seinfeld, they were like, "Are you kidding me?" When he signed up to go to Yankees camp, you remember that? And and Seinfeld was like, "Are you kidding me? People would pay $1,000 to sign up for your life." Like that's this dog, right? People would sign up to have his life for a week. Are you kidding me? And it's funny because you'll get home after work, and you know damn well this dude's been laying on a bed somewhere, right? And he'll get up, stretch, okay, pet me, right?
Right.
I'm like, dude, I just sat down. You pet me.
Pet me, feed me, give me attention, right?
The last time we've ever done something on camera was gefilte fish.
Oh.
We need to try Brunschweiger, Mark.
Okay,
Tom, Joe, what do you guys think?
I think Bum would probably eat like the whole roll of Brunschweiger, right?
It's not bad. It, like you said, it's a liver sausage roll. They also call it liverwurst, but you can put two pieces of bread, mayonnaise, and cut that stuff up. And it's actually not bad.
Yeah. I would do Brunschweiger. Yeah.
We still got to do the with the periwinkles or the what do they call it? The
the snails.
Yeah, escargot. Yeah.
Oh, snails in the can.
Mm.
Yeah.
The whole chat right now is Googling Brunschweiger.
The local seafood spot, local seafood area has it.
Behind the scenes, people don't know the thing that just got rejected. Anybody want to speak on the idea that I had that got rejected?
Yes, it was the honey that made you.
The hot honey or whatever.
No, not hot honey.
It was like the honey that made you kind of high.
Yes.
I don't know the name of that. What was that called?
I'm already forgetting. Tom, you checked it out too.
Yeah, what's the name?
It's the stuff from like
wild honey or
yeah, it was
it's from like India. Mark and Bum had the best response. They're like, we don't want to hallucinate on camera. I was dying of laughter.
Yeah, it was the.
I did watch the video for you, Joe, but if I did that, it'd be such a low dose because
Is it Mad Honey?
Mad Honey. Yes,
there it is.
Mad Honey.
And you look at online, there's some people that have, I guess the higher up you go, the more potent it is, or something.
It matters. It matters the elevation. So if they go all the way up,
Bums in on the Braunschweiger.
The higher up you go, that matters. The lower elevation stuff doesn't give you that effect as much. Yeah, Mad Honey. I'll share the screen, and I'll share one quick short with people on the thing that recently got rejected here on the show. This is, by the way, this is a product from Nepal, and you don't want to take more than 2 teaspoons of this stuff and wait for at least an hour. You definitely don't want to consume more than 4.
And Bum's still in the chat. Sorry, Bum's still in the chat.
Tastes really good. So you see how red it is? That's a rhododendron pollen.
And by the way, it's a complete legal product here.
Mm-hmm. So you know it's hallucinogenic or psychoactive, but I guess people's bodies, you'll have a strong reaction to it. Up to you won't have a reaction to it at all. So if you have a god body like me, you probably won't have that much of a reaction. But if you have a mere mortal body, I'm pretty sure you'll get lit. It feels really good. Loosens up my back. Drops my, I don't know how to say it. Like drops my guard. Really easy to conversate and listen. It's kind of like, when you're rolling balls on mushrooms and like you can just like vibe with the people. Kind of like that as far as like the dropping of your guard, maybe your ego. I don't know.
Oh my God.
But
he's about to have a
$40. Come on down and get it.
I'd have liked to have seen him like an hour or 2 hours.
Yeah, we want to see the B-roll.
Because everybody that I seen that had that much right away was like out of their minds. Like that is, you don't want to go beyond 2 teaspoons.
And do you test positive for?
No, it's completely legal. It's a legal product because
you might test positive for something.
The freaking bees for this thing are like huge, bro. They're like that damn big. They're the biggest honeybees you've ever seen. But
I'm willing to try it, but like that's
I'll do Braunschweiger before I'll do Mad Honey.
How about
that would be Mad Honey on the Braunschweiger. How about that?
Yes.
With snails on top.
I'll tell you one thing I would do is the hot honey Frank's squeeze, red hot squeeze hot honey sauce. This stuff is really good. I'm telling you right now, I do that all day. Yeah, Nemo says you test positive for honey because at the end of the day, all it is honey.
That was you next to me, Nemo? Yeah.
Now, it doesn't necessarily, it kind of like, from the people that did have reactions, that they'll tell you that it's not necessarily like an LSD kind of, or mushrooms kind of psychoactive thing, in as much as it makes you lose like your lower extremities or something. They say it kind of makes you feel like when your legs fall asleep and stuff like that. Like it's something like that when you overdo it.
So I got a question, Joe. So we don't do polls on this show. We don't do polls at all. But one of the guys said Mark would be the funnest to get tanked up on that Mad Honey. I want everyone's opinion. Who would they want to get tanked up with on this stuff if they had the chance?
Yeah, I'd like to hear what. Yeah, because it's funny because I have, I don't put a lot of politics on this show at all. And because of recent political circumstances, I have reconsidered retiring anytime soon. Had I retired soon, definitely going to one of the neighborhood, now what you could call neighborhood dispensaries, was going to be a journey I made pretty quickly. Um, and yeah, that would definitely be a lot of fun.
I should probably get going. It's already
all right, man.
Alrighty, y'all. Have a good night.
Yep.
Man.
Later.
Be safe. Yeah, let me stop sharing the screen.
Yeah, I stay coked out, apparently. I probably went to Red Rocks. I did, yes. And Nemo, that was me next to you, all spaced out on Mad Honey at the Billy Strings concert. That was me.
I bet you these cats never heard of Mad Honey till we mentioned it.
Yeah.
But once you are aware of it, it's something that it's expensive for that little jar. Play around, you can buy it on Amazon.
Yeah.
They'll ship it right to your door. It's not hard to get because it's completely legal. So I would research it quite a bit before you ordered it and pluck down the 60 or 50 or 60 or 70 bucks on it. Make sure it's authentic. You definitely want to do that. Make sure it's a real Mad Honey product from Nepal. You want to make sure that it's authentic. But yeah, your mileage may vary. Yeah, we haven't done a food challenge in a while. What was it again, Coach?
It's Brunschweiger. It's basically just a liver sausage.
Yeah,
you can get it at any grocery store. The only reason I know about Brunschweiger is because my grandma used to give it to her Yorkies because she was pretty bougie.
Well, you're really selling this, yeah.
Well, the thing of it is how you're supposed to eat it is you can fry it up or just put it raw on your bread with mayonnaise. It's actually not bad. It's not.
It's like a liver. Think of it like a liver bologna almost. Yeah.
It's a little bitter, but it's like sausagey too, right, Mark? Like
yeah.
It's not.
It's been a long time. My grandma used to have it as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
It must be a grandma thing.
We might need to keep that as a grandma thing. Yeah.
I think we need to bring the 1920s into the 2020s. Come on, let's modernize it. Make it cool. Make Brunschwager cool again.
Brunschwager. We're making Brunschwager cool.
Bums in. I mean, yeah. He said liver might be tough, but he'd do it. So
Brunschwager.
And do it on some sourdough. See, you like sourdough, right, Joe?
I love sourdough.
Some sourdough with some good mayonnaise and some
Brunschweiger. And then you can look up, if you don't want to say Brunschweiger, just look up liverwurst.
Liverwurst, yeah.
Oh, well, liverwurst is the same thing I've had. My mom loved liverwurst.
Yeah. See? Yeah.
They just put the German twist on the Brunschweiger.
Yeah.
Well, it's just the German name for. Well, what about head cheese?
I don't know. I got to go to the bathroom and check my. Oh, never. Wait, sorry.
Exactly. You want to try something a little more out there. Liverwurst ain't nothing, but what about head cheese?
Yeah, you can do head cheese.
There you go. There's the Brunschweiger. I just saw it.
Bum like scrapple, so that's pretty much the same thing as head cheese.
Yeah, let's
all the leftovers.
Let's
They're gonna make their head cheese.
Oh wow, beef head cheese. Yeah, this is as real as it gets here.
It's all the cuts, yeah.
You think I should make this?
Oh yeah, that's what I was going to say. You should make head cheese, ship it to all of us, and we'll try it live on the show.
Wow. I actually had no idea that it.
It's just all the cuts, all the stuff.
It's all the cuts.
Yeah, it's probably the cheek and the jowl and the.
You know what's funny is I didn't have any idea how it was actually made.
The head cheese sandwich, a gourmet delight of yesteryear. Among the sandwiches on our list, the head cheese sandwich stands out as perhaps the most refined offering. Hog's head cheese, a delicacy in its own right, might seem an unlikely sandwich filling, yet it became a popular choice in the 20th century, particularly in the American South. The star ingredient, a cold cut made from pressed and cooked pig parts, was complemented by creamy mayonnaise, zesty mustard, and tangy pickles, creating a complex flavor profile that appealed to.
It's just pig. It's the oink, right? They say everything but the oink, but that's the oink.
I'm actually less.
It's Scrapple. It's like Scrapple 2.0. Yeah,
I'm less afraid of it than I ever have been. When I was a kid, my dad used to get this. He used to go to a particular butcher in Vernon, if you know where Vernon is at in like LA. It's kind of the downtown-ish area of LA, and get a particular head cheese that was real peppery. And that head cheese was phenomenal. We used to have it on crackers right there. Just he'd order a pound of it and we'd have it on crackers, and it was phenomenal. That's making me think, hell, why haven't I made my own head cheese? I've never, that's actually the first time I've ever looked it up. Now that I actually kind of have an idea how it's made, I might make some. I mean, why not?
I think if you're going to do head cheese, you want to go to a nice, a good deli. Get some real head cheese, not like Oscar Mayer head cheese or something like that. You want.
Yeah, I could make it.
Kraft head cheese. Yeah.
I actually have
best delis on the East Coast by far.
Oh. Yeah, no doubt. Without hesitation, yeah, no doubt. East of the Mississippi for sure. My God, absolutely. All right, right here, kids. 2 weeks, no show. Let me get an exact date for you. So
15th, 22nd.
Let me give some hate to the
April 5th. April 5th is the next show. So we're off for 2 weeks. I'm sorry, Coach. What were you saying?
No, I'm sorry. I interrupted. So hate goes out to the chat. Bro, Zimmerman, Neckbone, Lone Wolf. God, we got a lot of people in there. Or Robert Douglas, of course, Vega, my dog Vega. Nemo, what up? So Bum's still in there. Shout out to Bum. Sorry you couldn't be here. We see our numbers go down when Bum's not here, but we are going to take from Bum's check to make up for his bad behavior today.
Yeah, I mean, affiliate income is going to be much lower this week since Bum isn't on. So,
actually, I've been watching the numbers the whole show, and they've been pretty decent for us. The whole show, banging 15 to 20 viewers. That's pretty normal for us. Yeah. I mean, think about it. If you were standing on the street somewhere and you had 15 to 20 people constantly listening to you yap. Yeah, right, Mark. In your business, if you had 15 to 20 people consistently listening to your speech about what you offer, you'd be pretty happy.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So, I actually take that as, hey, we're doing pretty good, right? I mean, people are taking time, no matter what, to listen to us yap about Frank's Red Hot Squeeze Hot Honey Sauce and about head cheese and about whatever beverages Mark is pouring down his throat, and whatever beverage you're pouring down your throat, Coach. So,
hey, and don't sell yourself short. We get up to 30. We get in the low 30s sometimes. So hey now.
yeah.
Don't get a big head or anything, Joe.
Yeah, don't get a big head. I can't help but get a big head. I'm born with it. So my poor grandson, he's got an enormous head as well. So the poor
Thanks, Grandpa.
Yeah, exactly. Poor kid. Yeah, my poor daughter, she's like, he doesn't have a big head. I'm like, he has a big head. Poor kid. You got
it grew into his head. Don't worry.
I'm like, poor kid. I'm like, come on. You got the big head. He's got the big head. It's hereditary. We got big ass heads. Poor kid. He's like, whoa.
Tripping over.
Anyway, we're out of here. April 5th, next show. So enjoy your St. Patty's. Whether or not it's a true St. Patty's, because St. Patty's is Monday, you'll probably still celebrate it tomorrow. If you live in Chicago, you had this whole thing where you made your whole river green for some reason. Good for you.
It's already green. You just make it greener.
Exactly. They just made it greener.
Yeah. Earth Day. Make it greener.
Be safe out there, guys. Please be safe. If you would get on the freeway and as you're getting on the freeway, turn your neck and be paying attention. That'd be kind of nice. That'd be it'd come in handy. Please, if you would do such a thing. And you know what? I know I'm pushing it. But if you could use a turn signal.
So you know how much you're asking? Really? America, damn it. I don't need no looking back or signal. I'm just going to merge.
If you could use a turn signal every once in a while, that'd be great. I'm just saying, as to help a brother out over here once in a while. It's kind of hard to read your mind when you're in the other vehicle. So if
you respect a lot of your fellow Americans, Joe.
Or Canadians, or wherever you're from,
North Americans,
wherever you're at, if you could just, that thing that's on the left side of your column, just push it down or up to signal where your intention on where you would like to go. Be really, really happy. And if you could manage, if I could push it a little farther, if you could manage to do that a little ahead of time, instead of just as you're making said turn, that'd be, ding, ding, right? Ding, ding. Okay, we're out of here.
All right.
That. See you guys.